awesome, wasn't it? Man, thanks guys. I know Marilyn loved it. I guarantee you I did. Couple of things. Miss Diane Hummel, many of you know her. If you don't, you'll meet her later. Diane has made a fabulous offer. Her home will be open later this evening for a jam session. So anybody who loves to play, anybody that loves to experience a jam session will be guests at her home after a while. Diane, please stand up. And she will be out near the reception desk at the end of the evening for anyone that wants to come that needs directions or whatever. What a great thing. Thanks, Diane. Appreciate that. And something else, we'd be totally remiss if we didn't mention, there has been a number of people besides the WMA California chapter who has functioned as what you typically call host or sponsors or something of that nature. So let me share that. The Assistance League of Santa Clarita, Bobby and Jim Bell, Diane and John Bergstrom, Jency Brown, Miss Devin Dawson and Chuck Wagon Chuck, Cheryl and Dan Delapiane, Linda and Diamond Farnsworth, Volita and Jack Hummel, Jackie and Steve Justice, Lori Faith Merritt, Cindy Quigley, David Veal, Darlene and Kenny Wilcox have all been instrumental in making this happen. So let's all give them a big hand. And I know everyone is enjoying the sound work that John has done, but let's give John a big hand. And it's possible some of you, but some of you haven't had the benefit of David Beal's work to create a video, an ongoing video of basically the professional life of Marilyn and Wesley. So if you get a chance to stop over, thanks David for doing that. Now, next up to entertain you is what some folks would say is the future lady, the future grande dame of Western music. There's some other really great ones too, Mickey, but you know what? That's not a bad thing for someone to say about you, I tell you, and it's true. Next up is one of the young, up-and-coming, and already here, if you really knew the whole story, Micky Daniel. Come up, Mickey.
I gotta say, to get to play today is kind of full circle for me. I haven't known Miss Marilyn as long as most of you probably have, but with that said, she has been one of the most instrumental ladies in my life, although there are some others in the room as well. And I remember the first year I went to the Western Music Association, I wound up competing in the harmony contest, and I remember everybody saying, it was kind of hush-hush, you know, talking about Marilyn Tuttle, Marilyn Tuttle, Marilyn Tuttle, and I was like, who is this Marilyn Tuttle, and why is everybody, you know, talking about how amazing this woman is? And I found out later, I heard her in a jam session, and I thought, now I know what was so special about this lady. She's the pillar, like everybody has said, the grande dame of Western music. She is the pillar of Western music today, and the rest of the Western music artists, you know, revere her so much because of the foundation she has laid and the knowledge she has to impart to all of us. And with that said, my favorite Marilyn Tuttle memory was in 2014, in November of, I got to sit and listen to her jam with several other phenomenal female Western artists, and to sit there and watch them all look at her and wait for her to tell them when to sing and what to sing was epic. And I remember sitting there, and she would look at one, she'd say, no, you're too high. And then she'd look over here, she'd say, no, you're too low. And then they tried again, and she said, now that was just right. And everybody was waiting to hear that. So with that said, a couple of years ago, I was browsing through YouTube, and I found a recording of Marilyn and Wesley singing this song in 1957. And she was the inspiration for me learning this song. So I'd like to do that for you guys, but especially for Miss Marilyn. This is for you, and thank you for being you. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Okay, now you guys have a part in this song. I'm gonna say, hey, good looking, and you're gonna follow up with what? That's right. And then the second verse is, hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe? All right. Hey, 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 good looking. How's about cooking something up with me? I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing's free. So if you wanna have fun, come along with me. Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Happy birthday, Miss Marilyn, and thank you so much.